Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members of the Patreons, make sure to subscribe, and today we have another data mine. I have everything on my cell phone over here and I will show the main points of the first data mine made by Ajude. Thank you Ajude for always doing that. I will leave the link in the description, and let's just talk about the main points that I found there that I think are very interesting. The first thing is Hebrew lines. So yeah, they're adding more languages to tanks, aircraft, and everything like that. So yeah, very interesting. Always nice to have a more complete game in that way. Then the second thing that I found was what was that? No supersonic bombing for the F-14 and the F-111. So now the F-111 and the F-14 will not be able to actually deploy their bombs supersonically. But on the F-111, we have a new loadout, as you see over here, the 3,000-pound M118 demolition bomb. This is probably in the game, but in the F-111, the largest TNT equivalent payload that you can take. It's literally 8,500 kilograms of TNT equivalent. That's higher than the loadout with the M117 and higher with the Mark 82. So if you want the largest amount of TNT power in your aircraft, this is the loadout to take. I would probably don't take the outer pylons over here. I would probably just, I don't know, maybe take like a cannon over here, maybe a 117 here, like why not, right? And then you can take, I don't know, the 3,000 pound, an AIM-9, 3,000 pound, and an AIM-9. That would be already, enough, especially with the lower, respawn rate of the bombing bases that is happening right now. It's really hard to bomb because everybody's trying to bomb. So just mine on that, okay? But yes, the 3,000-pound bombs are the largest payload. I did the math, and yes, indeed, it is the most efficient bomb payload that you can take on this thing. And oh my god, it's a large bomb, right? Anyway, they added new gun pods for the Strike Master. So if you're actually considering grabbing it, like I am, because I love this thing, you can actually take some FN 6030 machine guns. So it's a 30 cal, right? 7.62. So let's just show to you guys over here. It is pretty, pretty interesting, I think. And yeah, as you see, it's even maintaining the aircraft kind of standing still. But yeah, it's basically the same gun that we have in the actual aircraft, but with some gun pods. I probably wouldn't take these many because the aircraft will be kind of heavy, but taking 2 of them will probably be my loadout that I would like to use when I actually get this aircraft. So yeah, very, very cool to have this, and it really does help a little bit in the air-to-air role for this aircraft. Then another minor, like not them much of a thing, they actually increased, not by much, the powers, the thrust of the F4. So it should be a little bit more strong, not by much, but it should be a little bit, depending on the altitude and stuff. Some of the altitudes and speeds it got nerfed a little bit, but mainly in general it got a better thrust coefficient. It's a very small change, you probably won't feel it, but still it is indeed worth to talk about. The second thing that I wanted to talk about in the US, they actually added, I'm not going to be able to show to you guys, but they added the Betty for the H1Z. So very, very cool as well. Another thing is that they added a gun lead for the F4. I think that was in the changelog or something, but that is for air-to-air, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know which one of these already had or anything like that, but I think every single F4 now has it, or something like that. I'm gonna test real quickly, but it should be that. I need to change my loadout over here. But yeah, let me just test that very quickly. So here we have it, guys. The gun lead is actually here for the F4. So very cool. I think it's a small addition that really does help sometimes. Then some changes to the Mirage 2000 that are very interesting. The first thing is that if you go to the Mirage 2000D and the 5F, as you see, 196 countermeasures. So now they increased basically the amount of countermeasures that this thing can actually take, which is pretty good. It was like 90 something, I think. So yeah, very good. As you see, the 2005F also received that, and I think it's this spot or something. I don't know exactly where is it, but they increased the amount of countermeasures for the Mirages, which is a very good thing. And another minor thing on the Mirage itself, the 5F specifically, and some of the other F-16s, they received obviously the HMS controls. So if you go to controls, let's try to find HMS indication over here. Let's choose a random button. I have so many buttons already. Expand action bar in battle. What is that even? Yeah, I found one button that works. You can actually turn it off or on the helmet mounted sight in the Mirage. I was hoping that it was a proper, like a HMD, but right now in the Mirage is only a HMS. But let's go into the F-16, and of course it should be a proper HMD. So let's just go right into any F-16 over here. The C variants, of course. I'm pretty sure the D also received that. But if you go to the cockpit and then you click the button, yeah, there you go. See? So if you look at the front, it will disappear. But if you look to the side, it will appear with many informations. So very cool. I thought the Mirage was going to have something like that, but apparently it isn't for now, at least. Something was changed to the radars that I'm not really sure what it is, but especially pulse Doppler radar, they are losing lock very easily sometimes. So if you are having that, leave it in the comments, because I'm feeling that some of these radars are pretty problematic right now. And the last thing that I thought it was interesting to say is about the Leopard 4070, which is the new AA system for the Italians. He actually got less ammo, so it was already kind of limited, but they decreased it to like almost half of what it was. So kind of, you know, problematic, but still, you know, it's just an AA system. So we're not gonna be like, I don't know, using it for other things besides that, I guess. So I don't know, maybe if you save the ammo a little bit, you can be, you know, safe about the ammunition. But I don't know, I just think that it's a very low ammo count, but still it is a pretty interesting vehicle nonetheless. And just before I forget, there were some changes to the missiles. The PL7 got some changes together with the Magic 1. Just minor things in the autopilot and in the way the gimbal limits of the IR Seeker as well. So nothing too crazy to talk about. It's now 30 degrees and stuff. Let's even actually, you know, just go and try to test the missile just to see if we can see any differences. Yeah, it feels a lot bigger than it was before, right? The gimbal limits of the missile. So yes, the Magic is a little bit better. And the S530F and the D variants also got a new guidance table. So I don't know how. I mean, we probably should test everything, so I don't want to say that it's better or worse. It just needs to be tested fully so that we can actually say something about it. But yes, the guidance tables of these missiles were changed as well. And these are it, guys. As you're going to see in the Datamine files in the description, there are some other things for ships, for tanks and stuff, but in general I think they're less interesting to talk about in a video, so I left them out. If you like this new type of Datamine video, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to be more dynamic with this, and keep an eye out. I will be showing more stuff if it's actually added or not to the Datamines. There are some other minor things, but if they are interesting enough, I will show them here. Okay, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye. See you.